Hi everyone! This week's video is about maintaining a positive digital presence. I'm sure you know, or at least I hope you know, that a lot of employers do use social media in their hiring process. They may use it to judge what your personality is like and how well you will fit into their company culture. A lot of the advice out there about the use of social media focuses on the negative thing. Today, we're going to focus more on the positive ways to use social media. We asked a couple students about what they do to promote a positive image of themselves on the internet and how to maintain a professional digital presence.
Maintaining an online presence is very important because that's how a lot of job networking takes place. And most students tend to think about that in terms of playing defense, but it's also possible to play offense. What I mean by this is many students are aware of maintaining a clean Facebook profile, but there are also ways to utilize your online presence in a way that helps you. For example, membership in professional organizations on Facebook, liking certain employers' Facebook pages, and of course, maintaining a complete LinkedIn profile. For students who are considering grad school, many grad schools will offer resources on their websites, such as blogs from current students, and you can utilize these to inform yourself on what the expectations are at grad school, as well as get a better idea of the things you can be doing now in order to prepare yourself for grad school.
So the important thing I think about social media is that it's supposed to be an online representation of who you are to employers. So I would definitely say that you have to show to employers that you're interested in the fields that you're applying to. So if you're applying for a tech internship, then maybe on Twitter you should be reposting blogs that are about technology, or posting articles that you've read that you find interesting and posting your own thoughts about them. I think the important part is that you also have to be an idea generator and not just always reblogging what other people talk about. So it's good to let the employer know sort of what kind of personality you are and what kind of thoughts you have yourself.
So I first created a LinkedIn account in high school while I was interning for a company over the summer. They kept telling me, Paul, you need to create a LinkedIn, do it. And I was like, ah. So I finally created one, updated my work experience, and I think that it's such a valuable tool. A lot of students at Princeton have LinkedIn accounts, which I noticed when I began to get emails about connections with people in my class, people in other activities that I've been involved with. And I think the amazing thing about it is that you can see what other people are doing and they can see what you're doing. And they can also endorse certain tasks and traits that you have. So for me, people have endorsed my public speaking and things of that sort. So it's a way for you to see what people think about you, is to see what everyone else is doing. And it's also to just keep all of your connections in one space. You know, the day of the Rolodex is over. I think LinkedIn is the future of maintaining the contacts that you have. So I'm glad I have one, and I hope that you all consider getting one.
One thing that I do to have a positive online presence is create portfolios for my stuff. So all the stuff that I've produced for media organizations that I've worked for, or even just in class, my independent work and posters that I've made for science classes, I'll put on an online portfolio. So when I get searched for on the internet by a potential employer, it's not just my Facebook, my Twitter, my LinkedIn, like social media accounts. It's not just having those accounts, it's also stuff that I've created being put forward through those accounts. I've got a WordPress. It's really easy to set up. It's free. You can customize what your website looks like to fit you. There are a lot of really cool platforms that a lot of freelance journalists use. Google Plus profiles are a really easy thing to do. There's a website called Contently that lets you, type in the web address for a site that you might have bylines on, and it just pulls everything that has your name on it. It's pretty great. It organizes your stuff into a really neat graphical interface that looks, nice and new media and professional in that way, if that's what you're looking for.
So I prefer Vimeo over YouTube. I think it's a more professional way to have an online portfolio for your work. I'm trying to go in the TV or film industry, so for me, I can send out links with my resume to my work from past internships or from past classes and things like that. On my Vimeo, I have much more personal work, things that I did, that I'm proud of, that's more stylized and that I've spent a lot of time on. My YouTube page is a little more goofy. Videos that I've made for my team or for my friends. And what I like about Vimeo is that you can make things private or public, but your page itself can have a lot more information about you, and picture and future employers can see all that.